All right, welcome back. So Usher's name has been involved somehow, somewhere. Well, Usher and Justin Bieber in the whole P Diddy stuff. Usher living with Diddy at 13, unveiled in Hold Howard Stern interview. So I'm gonna play this video and then we can talk. Let's see what this is about. Let's see.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's.
Well, they said that was L.A. Reid's idea.
He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just
Moved to New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy.
an orgying, like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but
He said orgy non-stop. Jesus Christ.
hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it, and it was. But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. It was,
So
it was
nobody
crazy.
tried to,
He said it was pretty wild.
some woman didn't
It's an orgy.
come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie
There were very curious things taking place that he did not understand.
Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there, Lil Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your
Jodeci.
parents didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Jay Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh,
Did he say Mary J. Blige? I mean, yeah.
I was having a good
Jodeci.
time.
He was having a good time at 13.
You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
and what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Aha!
Jay Blige. They didn't know nothing.
They said, hell no. They said, would he send his child to let's play that again.
about
Jesus.
this shit.
Oh,
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
and what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you
14.
ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Would he ever send his kids to a Puffy camp? What did he say?
Hell no.
Hell no, hell no. Anyway, so the report here says it's no secret that Diddy is going through a serious storm right now. In addition, this is the Jasmine brand, by the way. Shout out to them. In addition to the multiple sexual misconduct allegations and lawsuits surrounding him, on Monday, March 25, his Miami and Los Angeles homes, okay, so 2 homes, were raided by the Department of Homeland Security, like we reported. Now, keep in mind, some of my reports here might be still just look out for the lessons I'm extracting. That's when I cover them, okay? It's just my take on some of this stuff, okay? The following day, March 26, no, let's go back. Yep, the following day, March 26, that's like about, I don't know, a few days ago, the 54-year-old addressed the incident via a statement from his lawyer that said yesterday there was a gross overuse of military level force as such warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force. Anyway, I think we already covered that. So anyway, his home was raided, and of course it's making a statement, okay? All right, and Usher said, let's see, when asked in the resurface interview by Howard Stern, if Diddy's place was filled with chicks and orgying nonstop, Usher replied, not really. I got a chance to see some things. Like what? I don't know if I could indulge or even understand what I was looking at. It was wild, essentially. It was pretty wild. Oh, that's exactly what he said. It was crazy. There was very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it. Ouch. All right, and somebody's comment here says emphasis on the hell no. All right, so Again, another Diddy report here from Usher. Interviews that Usher did as far back as what I'm understanding is that this clip here is from 2016. The key thing here is that there's no secrets anymore. Not like it used to be. And I don't think it was necessarily a bad thing that there was secrets. I think many of those activities were wrong. But the fact that we don't just run our mouth and just expose everything, I don't think that was a bad thing. I think that's one of the things that kept the world under control. But if you really start to, let me ask you a question. If you really start to get exposed to everything that happens under the sun, do you think you can handle that? Answer that for me in the comments, right? Everything your mind can imagine, everything your mind can conceive, know that is happening. If you get exposed to them right now, especially by some people that you trust, maybe clergymen, pastors, presidents, puff daddies. If we start to explain, he just mentioned, our son just mentioned L.A. Reid sending a little boy 13 14 to go and look at lifestyle. Do you think that's the way forward right now? I'm just curious, what do you think about this? How do you think everybody's just cast everybody last, right? Do you think what should be happening? Everybody chopping breakfast left and right, collection. Do you think we are living in a safe world with that happening? I don't know. Can you imagine everybody's secrets, everything you do in the secret of your own home getting exposed? Because that's one of the things that allegedly T. Diddy was using against people. He had a lot of people allegedly filmed while they were in certain crazy acts. And he's used that to potentially blackmail or hold it over their head over the years. Allegedly. That's some of the things that the lawsuit is saying. So imagine if you could use it as a power tool to manipulate and control other people. Do you think that it's a good idea to start exposing people? I just want you to think beyond the obvious. The obvious here is that this man allegedly has committed some serious crime, and he will pay. If he's found guilty, he will be paying some serious time for it. He can ask R. Kelly. Okay, and you're going to see crazy more stories like this coming out, also implicating other people, dragging people. By the way, another question for you: who else are you thinking, like you've always thought, like this person, the way they move, they're going to get exposed one day? Social media, the world we're moving. When people say transparency, I don't think it's something we have to force. I think we're just moving that direction. Everything is transparent. If you're using this internet streets, right, we literally know everything about you. I know it sounds crazy. That's why you have the Privacy Act and all types of different acts and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm just curious to know what your thoughts about this are. What do you find crazy about this? He was reliving in his head and looked so uncomfortable. Yeah, he was like, I don't know if I should talk about that. I've seen those things. Those were years ago. Because Usher is 45, 46, 47 years old now. Really, should he be talking about stuff that happened 24 years ago? Again, what kind of damages can that create? What kind of damage can that potentially create if you start to tell on everybody right now? Anyway, somebody said kicking it with a 13-year-old boy is beyond sick. That's literally where we're coming from. A lot of people were sick and is still sick. You can see him reliving and say, okay, the hell no was very telling. That's all we needed to hear. He wouldn't send his children there. So what was L.A. Reid doing, sending a child there? L.A. Reid was not a child at the time. He was much younger, but he wasn't a child. L.A. Reid, Babyface, all those executives, Clive Davis, Omar. Listen, I'm telling you right now, work on yourself. Gather yourself together. I need you. I'm asking you. to get your stuff together. I mean, life is awesome once you can have some level of self-control, okay? Once you just don't have any need of bad behaviors and you can still enjoy life, travel, make money, love your loved ones, love your spouse effortlessly if you have the skills. It become effortless especially both of you have the skills, right? So at least start making some moves in that direction, because if you are not having a good time at home with your spouse, you will participate in bad behavior. Listen, that your righteousness straight, you know where, right? And the water, yeah, straight in the water. The Bible said it. Filthy rag. If you don't get your stuff together, you're going to participate in bad behavior. No, I'm just that kind of person. Stop that. Yeah, stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
You can say that if you haven't been presented with options, or if you don't find yourself in a survival mode, you will participate in bad behavior. So make sure you're setting yourself well. Let me know what your thoughts are anyway about this one. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications, use the comments, share your thoughts. Let me hear it. All right. I'll be back in about in no time. I'll be back.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.